If you need to edit a whole folder of images in Photoshop one by one, this tutorial is going to save you a huge amount of time. Today I'm going to show you how to batch process images in Photoshop using actions so you can record your edits once and apply them automatically to lots of files. This is perfect for resizing photos, adding a watermark, making color adjustments, sharpening, or creating a consistent look across an entire set of images. And if this video helps, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more easy Photoshop tutorials. Alright, let's jump right in. The first thing you need to do is create an action. An action is basically a recorded set of steps that Photoshop can repeat for you over and over again. To do that, go up to Window, then click Actions. This opens the Actions panel, which is where you'll build and manage your recorded workflow. Once the Actions panel is open, click the plus icon to create a new action. Photoshop will ask you to name it, so give it something clear and easy to remember. For example, you could call it Batch Resize and Save. That way, when you come back later, you'll know exactly what it does. After naming it, click Record. This is the important part, because now every step you take will be recorded by Photoshop. So from this point on, you want to perform only the edits you want repeated on every image. For example, if you want to resize your images, go to Image, then Image Size. Set the new dimensions you want and confirm the change. If you want to add a watermark, do that next. You can also make other adjustments here, like brightness, contrast, sharpening, or color correction, depending on your workflow. The idea is to build one clean process that you want applied to all your files. Try to keep this action simple and efficient. Only include steps that should happen to every image in the batch. If you add something that should only happen once, it could affect your results later. So think of this as your repeatable editing recipe. When you're finished with the edits, go back to the Actions panel and click the Stop button. That ends the recording. Now Photoshop has saved all of those steps inside the action, and you can replay them anytime. At this point, you've done the first part. You've created an action that Photoshop can use automatically. Now it's time for the real time-saving step. Batch processing the images. To do that, go to File, then Automate, and click Batch. This opens the batch processing window where you'll tell Photoshop exactly what to run and where to get the files from. First, under Action, choose the action you just recorded. If you named it Batch Resize and Save, select that from the list. This tells Photoshop which sequence of edits to apply. Next, under Source, choose Folder, then select the folder that contains all the images you want to process. This is very useful if you have a large set of photos and want Photoshop to handle them all at once. You'll also see an option that says Override Action Open Commands. In many cases, this is helpful because it forces Photoshop to use the files from your selected folder instead of following any open commands that were recorded in the action. If you want the batch process to work cleanly on your chosen folder, this is usually a good setting to check. Now move to Destination. Choose Folder again and select the output folder where you want Photoshop to save the edited files. This is important because you usually want to keep your original images untouched and save the processed version somewhere separate. Then check Override Action Save as commands. This makes sure Photoshop uses the destination folder and naming settings you choose here, rather than trying to save the files based on the original recording. After that, look at the file naming section. This is where you can define how the processed files will be named. A simple example would be document name plus underscore edit. That means if your original file was photo1, the processed version might become photo1 underscore edit. This helps you keep the output organized and easy to identify. Once everything is set, double check your action, source folder, destination folder, and file naming. This step is important because once the batch starts, Photoshop will automatically go through the files one after another. When you're ready, click OK. Photoshop will then begin processing all the images automatically based on the action you recorded. You can let it run in the background while it applies the same edits to every file in the batch. This is what makes actions so powerful. Instead of repeating the same resize, watermark, and adjustment steps manually for each image, Photoshop does it for you in a few clicks. That can save you an enormous amount of time, especially if you work with product photos, social media graphics, or client image sets. If you ever need to make changes later, you can simply record a new action or update your workflow and run another batch. The process is flexible, fast, and once you get used to it, it becomes a core part of an efficient editing setup. So to recap, first you create and record an action by going to Window, Actions, clicking New Action, and pressing Record. Then you perform your edits, stop the recording, and go to File, Automate, Batch to run that action on a full folder of images. Choose your source, set your destination, configure the file naming, and let Photoshop do the rest. If this tutorial helped you, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more Photoshop tips, tricks, and step-by-step guides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.